The fuck is this thing?
That's my ergonomic mouse.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
My ergonomic mouse.
It's like the Rip Curl Pro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You can surf on this barrel.
Cowabunga, Joey.
It's really good for your hand.
Wait, hold on, like that.
That's the one you got me.
Who's you?
Me.
You got him this. Fucking
What the fuck? It
Yeah,
looks
it
like
feels
it's
good.
melted in the sun.
No, it feels good. Vertical mouse.
Happy 23rd, Joey.
Right.
Oh, that is nice.
Let me try on this.
Be careful. Ooh, Jake.
That's
that
nice.
Can I use this again?
That's what people use them for. I'm surprised you've never seen one before.
It's a bit weird though.
It takes a bit, but there's also, you can program these buttons to
Yeah.
do, like, whatever.
They're in gaming.
This week on the MacPack podcast, we're reviewing mouses.
Mouse review.
Apparently.
You do, is it mice or mouses?
Never know.
We'll explain that in a bit as well.
G'day everyone, welcome to the MacPack podcast.
We're back.
My name's Jamie Kidder, and to my left this week in order of the only member on the panel to have never had braces, it's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy? Yeah.
Jake, I'm going great. It's just one of the many privileges of being born with perfect teeth.
Do you reckon these teeth are perfect?
One's crooked, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. They can't all be great.
And to my right, coming in 6'1", as he does each and every week, is the big brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you,
You're
mate?
probably wondering, what are these three dapper men talking about braces? One's 23, one's 25, and one's 19. But guess what, boys?
One of us is going to be wearing braces this time next week.
Holy shit, I wonder who.
I don't think it's going to be the man to our left.
Oh, Joey.
Why would he
What
need them? Look at
twist.
those pearly ones.
We're discussing braces off the shelf on this week's episode of the MacPack podcast.
That's content.
Plus, I've bought tickets to go over to Melbourne for the grand final.
Holy shit.
Have I gone early? And we discuss paper, scissors, rock. What order do you do it in? Let's get into it. Boys,
Brother
Bingo.
How are we all? Are we all well?
We're good for now.
Fantastic.
I feel that. I feel that. Last week I bashed my teeth on the
On
microphone.
the mic, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be magnetized next week.
Who was he talking to?
Oh, yeah.
Because the audio listeners
The
won't know who you were
listeners
looking at.
don't know.
He was talking to me. Boys, I've got something called an open bite.
Holy shit.
I know, how freaking nerdy.
Yeah.
So I've got something called...
You've been wearing that open bite ribbon. yeah, yeah.
I've got something called an open bite, which entails only 4 teeth in my mouth touching at any point in time. Physically.
Wait, so
Can you do it? Can you shut your mouth for us?
See that? That's the gap. Like a solid 15 mil.
wait, try and shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
No, you're not.
Oh, that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, sorry, do it again. Oh,
Oh,
fuck. I didn't
So
know. I thought
bad.
you were taking
How
the
do you
piss.
eat?
Oh, no, yeah. Legit, because I went to the...
Wait,
Can you do it down the barrel?
They're
They
so.
won't be able to see.
I can put my finger in
Well,
there.
I could
Oh,
put
yeah.
a full Mars, like a, what do you call it? Not a Mars bar. Like a muesli bar. Like a,
yeah,
you
that's
could
quite
slide a
fun.
muesli bar in there.
And that's
Wait,
the
but
That's
issue.
thick.
That's the... Thank you.
How long has that been a thing for?
So I went to the dentist roughly a year ago now, and you get to the dentist, they're like, all right, bite together.
Yep.
And I did it, and she was like, okay, no bite together, please. And I was like, miss, I am."
Together.
I said, I am, and she was like, oh, son, you're fucked. Go see your ortho. Go see the ortho.
That's why.
You've got something called an open bite. So I only got 4 teeth in my mouth that touch. How friggin' cool, boys.
It's weird.
Wait, is it?
When did that start?
So I got braces off in 2016, and my teeth were perfect. So
It's a bit
so
like,
was my jaw.
for anyone playing along at home, it's a bit like he's got a mouth guard in, like an invisible mouth guard in. You know how the bite down at the front, there's always a bit of a gap?
Yeah. There's just
That's basically like permanent.
yeah, so
And is
these
it like-
have never touched before.
So you
Without-
can't like.
Never.
Not since 2017.
Oh, okay, so you can't like move if you like.
You
You
can't
know,
do-
you like
can you
angle
do that?
your jaw a bit a different way. You can.
Oh, fuck. Don't hurt
No, I
yourself.
can't.
It's
I can't.
quite hard to watch. So he can't bash the front teeth and his top teeth at the front together.
Yeah.
So, what about the ones that you said there was 4 teeth that touch? Do
Yeah.
you mean 4 bottom, 4 top?
The back,
Nah,
the
back two.
back 2 on the right and the back 2 on the left. So that's the only thing I can eat with.
Okay.
And you've had braces before.
Yeah, I had them off in 2016, and since then my jaw grew. They're meant to grow sequentially, vertically and horizontally, and mine grew a tad bit horizontal rather than vertical.
Right. And you've also had not jaw surgery, but wisdom surgery.
I've had a supernumerary tooth, which was an extra tooth above my front tooth below my nose.
That was funny.
That was
He
exciting.
had a tooth basically just lodged in the top of his mouth.
Yeah, like we call it like a molar.
in between the top of where you, the
It was
top of
like,
your mouth.
it was like
and
I
your
had a
nose is.
third adult tooth on my like right.
Yeah, I remember when I was in primary
Supernumerary.
school, one of the
Yeah.
kids, showed me. It was like pretty traumatic. He just had like another tooth sprouting.
Oh, luckily mine
From
hadn't
the
come
back
out
of
yet.
his
Mine was
face.
still
What
coming
age?
down.
What age did you get that done?
2017, so a year after the braces came off, right?
Okay.
And then also later in that year,
And so-
I got a I got the supernumerary off before. Oh shit, I can't remember. It was ages ago. But then later in 2017, I also got my wisdom teeth taken out because they were like, let's get them out so your teeth stay straight and everything
Works
moves
like a
normal.
charm.
And then I went back to the ortho and he was like, sorry kiddo, you grew weird. We're
Yeah,
gonna have
right.
to go again.
So you're getting braces next week?
Getting braces next week.
And what are the braces going to do in regards to that? That seems to me like nothing.
So the braces are gonna
Because your teeth are in line. Like they all look straight.
yeah, they're all straight. So the braces are gonna I think I'm gonna have to wear elastics, which are gonna move my jaw a little bit. Just encourage them in the position in which will
To pull your bottom jaw forward.
yeah, which will only a little bit because then I'm going under the knife again. The general
Yeah.
anesthesia for the 4th time in my life, and I'm only 19.
To get your face.
Yeah, they're gonna break my top and bottom jaw.
Yeah. Have you seen the video? Jay?
No, that's not what I do in my spare time.
That's only
Riley's-
that's only the first part. That's just the top jaw that they're doing. So they're going to break my top jaw into roughly 5 different pieces, and your top jaw is attached to your skull. So they're going to saw through and
Tick.
Checks out. Yeah.
saw and drill through my bone. And I asked the surgeon, I was like, how do you actually break the bone off, through force, or do you just keep sawing? And he was like, because he knows the place that I work at is a hardware store, and he said, have you ever broke wood before? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, bone is similar to wood in the way it breaks. You kind of just, once you cut it, you can kind of just peel it off.
Oh, so it's just going to fracture.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
That's fucked.
So then he's going to,
Where does that bone go? So the bone will stay in there.
so the 2 bones will be apart.
And they're going to
Basically-
take up a slither.
No, they're not taking off any. They're
Oh.
going to
They put bolts
pull it
in there.
apart, move it forward, and then there's going to be a big gap in my jaw, multiple gaps in my jaw where there's no bone at all. And they're going to put a plate on to connect them and put 16 different bolts all around my bottom and top jaw.
Oh, so
pull
the-
it all forward, pull it all up, pull it into place.
So the problem is that there's not enough bone, essentially.
No, there's enough bone, but,
But they're
it's just
gonna
going in
push
the
it
wrong
forward.
It's
Yeah.
just in the wrong shape.
And then eventually the calcium grows and there's more bone that grows with it.
Well, that sounds like so exciting.
Freaking oath.
Enjoy all of that.
With all this technical stuff, which is a bit boring, there's some fun stuff with the braces, including what color braces should I get, boys?
Oh.
This is always a classic when you're in.
How many times do you get them changed, you know?
Oh, I'm gonna get like 8 different wires or like 5 different wires that are slowly stronger.
Yeah, and then you can just change up the. That's right.
Change up the colors. What color do you reckon, boys?
Um,
Because I got to rock with it.
go,
I mean, it's
go
gonna
Mac,
it's gotta
MacPack,
happen.
MacPack Blue.
I was thinking MacPack Blue.
MacPack Blue could be on the cards.
Yeah, what options do they got now? Because back when I was a kid, it was just like,
You never had braces.
no, but
Shut
I
up,
know.
Don't
You
pretend
don't
like you're a
understand
part
our
of it.
struggle, man.
And I seen other kids with
You know
braces.
my name, not my story.
I've got dark blue, light purple.
Oh,
light
he's taking a photo of the chart.
teal, light green, dark green, red, hot pink, light pink, orange, yellow, and black.
I reckon black could also be on the
Nah,
cards.
black looks like you got gunk on your teeth.
I think they all look like you've got gunk on your teeth because, in
No,
fact,
light blues
they
are.
are the gunk on
I
your
was thinking
teeth.
of getting a rainbow
Oh, yep.
because I feel like
Pride Month coming up.
It is. It
It is Pride Month.
I was thinking like if I get like a light or a dark blue, it kind of looks like I'm trying to be like a boy, like kind of be like cool with it, you know. But then if I
Yeah.
get the bold and brave and beautiful rainbow, everyone's gonna be like, bro, this guy's just rocking his braces, no worries in the world.
Yeah, it's like a statement.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, now I kind of have to do it. I've said it on the body, but I guess we'll decide soon.
I'm excited about it. I had braces many years ago. Didn't enjoy them. Don't know that
No.
anyone enjoys them.
No.
What's the oldest person you know that has had braces? Are you going to be the oldest person you know?
Yeah, other than your mates and your girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor had braces.
Yeah, I know.
Not that long ago.
You know.
I didn't really notice though. Like,
That's good. That's good.
I
yeah.
didn't really notice. Did
no
you
one
have it
really
on
knows.
the-
I think the people that have the braces on are obviously the most likely to notice.
Yeah.
But she was always very self-conscious about it.
Yeah, obviously. You wouldn't get the struggle, Jakey boy. No, but I mean, the way I described it as like, when you get a bad haircut and you notice that,
That's right.
and like, you get a bad haircut, you're a bit like, oh shit, everyone's looking at me. And you like walk in, you see someone for the first time since the bad haircut. You say hi, and you kind of notice that their eyes are looking more at your head.
Yep.
I know that people's eyes are going to be tracing down to my teeth.
No.
What should I say when they ask?
What
Why?
happened to
yeah.
you?
Well, because that's the thing. If I saw someone had braces, I wouldn't ask because I don't want to bring any more attention to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have to go.
You need a story.
I have to go with gusto to be like, I'm thinking of just saying, I have to get my jaw broken into 10 different pieces. That's a pretty cool start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think acknowledging it is good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll be like, why does the guy have braces?
Yeah. Out of nowhere. Like his
Yeah.
teeth
I think
are
they're going to
straight.
work it out. It's not like you're doing it for fashion.
I know. But like the first time you see someone, you need to say something.
Okay, and you want to find out.
Well, I think I'm going to say, I've already started telling people, yeah, I'm getting my jaw broken into 10 different pieces.
Which isn't a lie. That's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
If any of the
That's what I'm going
listeners,
with.
if any of the listeners have a better line that Riley can run with, let us know.
Hit the
Slide into
DM.
our
the
DMs.
goat braces line.
Yeah, there we go. It's exciting. But hopefully the doctor says they're going to be off in 10 months.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so we're June.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Joe?
Oh, the
10
date.
months. 10
10
months from now.
Ooh.
It'll be
It's less than June.
it'll be May.
April.
It'll be 2
March.
months before. Yeah, it'll be about your birthday.
Freaking hope so. It'll be the birthday present of a lifetime.
Are they coming off before his birthday? Yes or no?
No.
Nah, fuck it.
I'd be very surprised. I was told 18 months when I had braces. I think I had them for 3 years.
Mm.
You?
I was
money-
told
money
12.
making.
I had them for 16. Oh, no, 18.
Jesus.
Yeah. They leave them on. And
Is it because
especially
they're not
towards
tightening them enough?
towards the back end. It's
No.
just like, oh yeah, next time you come in, we'll take them off.
Oh, yeah.
I had that chat 9 times.
And then you get so excited, especially the first time you hear it. You're like, oh, they're coming off.
And
And,
then
you tell everyone, and then you come back with purple fucking braces.
Yeah.
And they go from telling you like, oh, I'll come back next month. So I'll come back in 3 months' time. We'll get them off then. And I'm like,
Back in a year, buddy.
yeah. Gets
Yeah.
exhausting.
It's going to be rough. But the good thing is that my teeth are already straight, so they reckon it won't take that long.
One day you'll have a lisp this time next week.
That
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what I was
actually
thinking
I was
about.
researching about the open bite, and the reason why I'm getting it done is because it can develop into sleep apnea, and then that can cause heart problems and an early death for some,
Oh, okay.
if you will, and you will. But wait, what was I going to say?
Yeah, the lisp.
Yeah, the the list. I was googling about it, and it's very, very common for people with an open bite to have a speech impediment. It's a miracle that I don't.
Okay. Self-diagnosed.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right, boys. Footy season is well and truly
It's happening.
taking place. So
It
this
is happening.
Is the key. Footy for those internet. We have a large international
international crew,
database
yeah.
of listeners now, which
Must
is
be very nice.
very exciting. Football is a bit like NFL in the sense that
This
there
is
are two-
catering to our
there are 2 teams.
American. Yeah.
There are 2 teams, and or a bit like soccer in the sense that there are 2 teams and they chase a ball around.
Yep.
You can use both your hands and your feet to play the game.
Yep.
That's basically all you need to know. It gets a bit complicated after all that.
Yeah.
One of the teams that we support, the team that we support is Collingwood.
Collingwood, yes.
Tracking nicely. Going to be a very exciting end to their season this year.
And they come from the home of footy, Melbourne, Victoria.
We're currently in, I think, 9th position. Top 8 make finals.
There you go.
Ooh, one away.
Out
One
of
away from the
18.
dream.
The other team that we do have a little bit of a soft spot for is the Purple People Eaters
The Purple Army.
in the Fremantle Dockers.
Yes, that's the local team where we're from.
Who are having an extraordinarily good season.
Yes,
But
which
no
is
one-
very
like that.
rare.
Very rare.
Very
and
And
rare.
why we jumped ship.
no one predicted it either.
No, never. Fuck no.
We're Freo members.
Yeah.
Toot. Mainly because they're the local team.
5 year in a row. I got my badge the other day.
You did. You haven't been to a game in a long time.
No, only the Collingwood one.
Have you? You haven't been
When
to a
was
game
the
this
last
season?
time you went to
I went to the Collingwood one.
Yeah, you haven't been to a Dockers
Not a Dockers.
last year.
Maybe one.
A couple,
we went to a lot.
a couple
for
years
while.
ago, Riley and I we used to go to every game.
Yeah.
And then I think he had footy or basketball or something else on
Yeah.
for a period or work or something. And we got to the very last round of the year, and he's sitting next to me, and I was like, I fucking love being a member. Like, we get guaranteed tickets. We sit here. It's
The same-
It's slightly under the roof.
Yeah, it's cool sitting with the same people as well.
Yeah, and you
Even
don't-
though we don't talk, it's just nice seeing their
know,
face.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a familiarity.
Yeah, it's a
complex.
head
Yeah.
nod.
And
It's
you
a
guys are often going for the other team, so they love you.
And I turned to Riley, round 23, I turned to him and went, it's been a great season. Like, I actually really, well, we don't win, but all the games are exciting. I
fun to
really
go,
enjoyed
yeah.
coming down. And he goes, this is my first game. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, this is the first game I've been to all year. And I could have
Holy
sworn that he'd been to one. And then I went through them all with him. He goes, no, you went with Mum, you went with Joe, you went with Taylor. And I was like, fuck me, okay.
Did not get the invite.
So,
Too
yeah, hopefully we get you down to at least one game this year.
Well,
They're winning.
This might be the premiership season, Jake, which brings us to our next point.
Yes.
You've jumped the gun.
I have jumped the gun. I've prepared early.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've jumped the gun, but you haven't got called out for cheating yet.
No, well, I'm heading to Melbourne. I've bought tickets to go to the grand final.
Wait, have you bought tickets for the game?
I bought flights and accommodation for the game with Mum. Mum and I are going to go over because Mum's the
Massive
biggest
Freo fan.
Freo fan.
Always is.
Mum's been to a lot of games, especially this year with me.
Yeah.
Because they're winning.
Yeah, she went to a lot last year when they were not winning, and it was always exciting, but she's always a bit flat and depressed. She left the Collingwood game. Collingwood beat Fremantle only a month
Freo
ago.
were like the favourites.
And Mum left early. Mum's never left a game of footy early. She left early.
That was
and
really rainy, though.
called me on the way home and said, we're done. Like, season's over. We're no chance. This is going to be the start of our demise.
Facts.
And then they won like 2 more games after that. And she goes,
Against the reigning
let's
Premier.
get tickets to the grand final.
Hell yeah.
So when is the grand final?
It will be the last weekend of September.
As it always is.
I believe it's like the 24th of September this year.
Yeah, so 3-ish months
Yeah,
away.
yeah. So we've got tickets. We've got flights and accommodation. We just need to get the tickets.
And how do people go about getting the tickets? Are they hard to
because
get
we're
usually?
because we're members, we go in like a ballot system, and I think our names will get hopefully our names get drawn, and then we can purchase tickets.
And is that no matter what, or is that just if Freo make it?
That's just your Fremantle, mate.
So can you buy tickets right now as like, this
No.
is the... Oh, okay. Does that only
Those
happen?
tickets will only become available, I think, in the week
Oh.
before the grand final.
Yeah, because it's quite hard
because
to
we
get
need to work out
tickets.
who the 2 teams are.
Yeah.
Because when it happened in Perth last year, I was obviously fortunate enough to go.
Yeah. But
Those
it's sold out
tickets-
in a matter of seconds.
But those tickets went on sale on, like, let's say the Tuesday or the Wednesday before the Saturday.
Yep.
And that was
Yep.
it. So that will likely be the case again this year. But I've decided I'm going either way. Hopefully Collingwood get in. Hopefully Fremantle get all the way.
Or even the Melbourne Demons. I'd like to.
Yeah, Melbourne D's got Lukey Jacks.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Who a
Oh,
big
boy.
fan of. I wouldn't mind seeing Carlton playing the grand
Oh,
final.
yeah, they're good.
Sydney, Chad Warner.
Mate.
Yeah, there are lots of teams.
There are so I'm going over. It should be good fun. Fingers crossed it is Dockers Collingwood. That would be a fantastic grand final.
So when will you know for sure if you've got tickets or not?
Probably like
The week before.
yeah.
Oh, true, because they wouldn't know. They don't know who's playing until
Yeah.
the week before. Yeah, forgot about that.
Correct. So yeah, it's a bit of a watch this space, and we'll see how we go. But I think after I don't know, every couple of weeks we'll check in. We'll see where Collingwood are,
Yep.
and we'll see where Fremantle are.
Next week that is deadlock.
Both.
Yeah, well, Collingwood could easily fall to 12th.
But that adds to the adds to the spice.
What if,
adds to
Jake?
the intrigue?
What if your 2 least favourite teams in the league make the grand final?
Yeah.
like Geelong.
Yeah, probably impossible for, I don't know where
Like a
they're
North
ranked.
Melbourne.
But like, what if 2 teams you don't really like are going?
Yeah,
Can
I
you sell
I
your
wouldn't
tickets
love
or
it.
what?
Yeah, I could.
But are you
the
still going to
flights?
Are you still
No.
going to go?
I think I'll just go. I think I'm going, no matter what.
And you'll buy the tickets? To
I
the
really
grand
don't want to see Geelong. I really don't really want to see Brisbane play.
final? Oh, yeah.
At least you don't have to worry about watching West Coast.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. If West Coast
Oh,
went
yeah.
in, I'd sell my tickets. I'm
Yeah.
not going for that. Unless
Cool.
they're playing like Collingwood, for example, or any other team in the competition.
And, well, if you go and there's a team that you're not really into is also there, it'd probably be a good day to hit up like the other tourist stuff while it's on.
Do you know, I was thinking...
Go to
Buying
the
expensive
go to
tickets.
the Melbourne Art Gallery.
Yeah, go...
Peruse.
No. Do you know what I was thinking, Jake? Well, you've basically... This whole trip to Melbourne, when you don't know really the outcome of the trip,
yeah,
it's a real life gamble.
it is a bit. Yeah,
It
And you're familiar with, obviously, the normal betting slip, the
Yeah.
gamble.
Yep.
But I was thinking, Jake, if
Yeah.
you're going to go all in, I reckon you should go all in. I reckon you should put some cash on the 2 teams you think you'll make. That will make it.
Oh,
You may as
Yeah.
well, because if you think
you're
Fremantle
already-
and Collingwood,
that's huge.
if you're going to win, you're going to win.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I see
You've
where
already
you're coming
put
from.
probably a few hundred, maybe $1,000 or so on the trip so far.
Yep. That's probably thereabouts.
Which
May
is
as well
basically a bet.
You may as well win some back. Manifest it.
Manifest it. Well, I did after round 1. We got halfway through the game. The Collingwood game against St Kilda, first game of the
Yeah.
year. Collingwood, we weren't expected to do well. There was a lot of people that said we were going to finish dead last, which I thought was
Which you almost did last year.
not. Yeah, well, I think we finished second last year.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to finish last. Our team got significantly better.
Yeah. We got some good.
Good growth, new coach. I put money on them to win the flag after one. I'd seen one half of football. I'll make, I think, a bit over
You put money on them.
Collingwood.
How much did you
Oh,
put
really?
on?
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
only
you already
seen.
jumped it.
I'd seen 45 minutes of their season and went, all right, we're on board here.
How much did you put on?
That's sick.
Only $60,
Pussy.
but if they win, I'll make over $3,000. So
Oh, damn. That's pretty.
I got on early.
Hell yeah.
Current cash out's looking flash.
That's exciting to see, Jake. Mate, I hear that you've been winning a lot with these gambles recently as well.
I have. I've been a little bit fortunate. I've had a half decent little bet slip streak going on.
Oh.
Yes.
And one of the members, one of our MacPack fraternity,
Yes. It reached out.
reached out.
Sambo Ryan.
Our man Sam Ryan reached out and said, "Boys, we want some tips. We want some footy tips moving forward."
And for those who don't know, this used to be a staple of the MacPack podcast.
Yeah, we used to have the MacPack multi.
Probably for like the first, 7 to 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, until Jake he couldn't afford it anymore.
Yeah, well, no one else was fronting the cash.
We
It was
used to
basically,
run.
we
Hemorrhaging
would
coin.
put
We used to run a MacPack multi.
at the end of every episode, we would each pick one sporting event
Yep.
and put a bet on. And
Yep.
they were like, it wasn't like footy, basketball, soccer. It was like,
I think I put it on female European handball.
yeah, super
Yep.
niche, like table tennis,
Yeah,
like sports in other countries.
gaming.
And we'd all take a pick, and then we'd put $10 on each, make a multi for 30.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah.
And we never won.
Nah, we never did. So what I'm going to do now, we're not actually going to do the tips because I think that'll get a bit long-winded for anyone else that's listening. And I think this potentially is a bit long-winded. But if you are still listening, there's a chance you can get a bit of a reward in here.
Holy shit.
I'm going to just provide, each week I'm going to provide you with one multi.
A multi.
A multi.
It's only
Alright,
3
wait.
legs, one same game multi. Put it on. I don't even know. I'm going to get in before the markets are open. I'm going to tell you what's
Whoa.
going to happen this week.
Holy shit.
And I want you to get on board. Easy enough?
Try.
This week, my guarantee, my JMac guarantee. Adelaide Crows, head to head. Then you go down to disposal markets, go Group 1
Holy shit.
and grab Rory Laird to have the most in Group A.
Rory! Rosa!
And then just head down and grab goal scorer markets, anytime goal scorer. Put Tex Walker
Oh, Tex.
in. I don't know what that's going to pay out. We're recording way too early for that to be the to even know how much that's going to pay.
Or if they're
That's my guarantee. I'll be putting that one on when the market's open. We'll see what sort of streak we can put together. But get on. Let me know if you're going to get on, and we'll see if we can turn some of this grand final cash
into
Yeah, win it back.
into some MacPack cash.
Hell yes. It was Saturday night, boys, and I was at Prees.
Nice.
Living it up.
Always good. And, the mode of transportation for a night out is always usually an Uber.
Yep.
Always usually an Uber, right? But one of the boys, Big Ed, was driving this night.
Hell yeah, what a hero.
But there was 6 of us at the Prees. Eddie can only take 5.
5.
So he decided...
4.
He
He can
picked
take 4.
Yeah, including himself.
including himself, 5. So we were at the Prees. There were 6 of us in total, including Eddie. And he'd already picked 3 other guys that were in the car. And I rocked up late to the Prees. But then I got there and asked the question before the other guy, who's in the car?
Oh, okay.
Let me get in this. And he was like, well, you and Matson haven't picked the car yet, so maybe you could Uber together. And I was like,
No, thank you,
come on,
buddy.
Big Ed, don't be silly here. Get me in this mobile vehicle. And he said, why don't you scissor, rock, paper for it?
Excuse me? What did he say?
Scissor, rock, paper for it. And I was like, whoa, don't worry about the Uber situation, Eddie. Let's break this down, mate. I said, scissor, rock, paper. What's scissor, rock, paper? And Eddie's from
Sydney.
Singapore, I believe.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, from Singapore. So I said, is that how they say it in Singapore? Scissor, rock, paper. I said, in Australia, it's usually paper, scissors, rock, or scissors, paper, rock. Well, I said, paper, scissors, rock is right.
Yep.
Scissors, paper, rock, also right.
Yep. Less right.
Rock, paper, scissors. To say of the game is all right. I would
Yeah, so those 2, paper, scissors, rock, scissors, paper, rock, both Australian. I said rock, paper, scissors, American.
What did Eddie say?
Scissor, rock, paper. I said,
so strange.
that's wrong. And then I told you boys about this, and we discovered that there was a world divide between this whole thing.
Yeah, so when I grew up, it was always paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah, and when you play the game, it's like paper, scissors, rock.
That's
Yeah.
the rhythm. That's the beat. And it works both ways with scissors, paper, rock. as
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
can't
you're always
do-
showing on rock.
Rock is
Yep.
this is
It's the
it's
draw.
fucking going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing. What is it? Do you start with paper?
well. He
No.
said scissors, rock, paper.
Scissors, rock, paper. Like-
Exactly.
Whoa. Yeah.
It was scary.
Or maybe they shoot on rock and then paper is like the reaction. It's like, whoa, paper.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. And then also rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I
They usually go rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan of the like 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Yeah, but you're calling it what? Paper, scissors. If we want to play, if I want to play paper, scissors, rock. Yeah?
Yeah.
You?
I would say paper,
Paper,
scissors,
scissors,
rock.
rock. Yeah.
We asked people of Perth and Australia
And the world.
and the world this week. Is it A, paper, scissors, rock, or B, scissors, paper, rock? Both times it always ends in rock.
Yep.
That's the key differentiator. 71% of people believe it's paper, scissors, rock, or 29% of people reckon it's scissors, paper, rock. We had a few aggressive comments. Mainly just real rules because I'm not a flog. Like doesn't really no real.
Not adding to the conversation.
No, but
Just kicking down.
props to you for the passion.
I like this one. The one that said, "It's option B, you idiots." Okay.
Scissors, paper, rock, or rock, paper, scissors. Which one did you? What's Ed go with?
Scissors, rock, paper.
Rock, paper, scissors is wrong.
That's American, yeah. No, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Paper, scissors, rock is what we grew up on.
Apparently, I'm hearing from a few of our teacher mates that rock, paper, scissors is getting brought in. That
Oh
seems to
no,
be the
that-
trending one.
It's because of all this American media we're consuming.
Mm.
It's transforming the younger generation.
Yeah, it is a bit. If you were to choose, if we're gonna play paper, scissors, rock, what's your first preference? Always, because I feel like everyone always goes with one gut.
Yeah, so I feel like rock is too obvious.
I feel like, well, yeah, I know what you mean, but rock seems strong.
Yeah, that's
Off
why
instinct, rock seems
What
strong.
are you going with?
I haven't played in a while.
Let's
but-
do it now. Ready?
Okay, ready? Where are you doing?
We're gonna go paper, scissors,
See,
rock.
this is the thing. You
Oh,
always have
yeah.
to clarify.
Yeah,
the way
exactly,
play.
because
That's
we
just natural.
Paper, scissors, rock. See, I'm always fist.
Jake went rock. Joe went scissors. For everyone playing along.
I'm always a fist.
Jake's a
Well,
fister.
What would
loves
you?
a fist, and I'm
like-
down to scissor.
What would you? Okay, what would you go?
I would also probably go. I mean, I change it up. I'm not a predictable man.
All right,
I'm not a predictable man.
paper, scissors, rock.
Shit.
See, I fucking
I
bluffed
changed
him.
it up. I went
You got the
paper. Jake
paper.
went
I
scissors.
told him I always go rock, and he believed me.
I did
And
the
I went the
same.
scissors.
Well, that's like, have you
Oh, yeah.
have you heard some people they do it when they play? So like, say we're about to play paper scissors rock. I'll say to you like, I'm going scissor.
Oh yeah, you got to talk
Like
me
to-
into it.
like-
Yeah, you fuck them up. 'Cause
Double
then
bluff.
you're thinking about.
But
I can't go scissor as well because I'll lose, and I can't go paper, so I have to go rock, and then they'll go paper.
paper, yeah.
That's exactly what I just did to him. Said I always go rock. He went paper, thinking that I always go rock. Bang! Come on,
And
masters.
he scissored me up.
Do you remember in primary school you used to have to do the action as well? That was part of the game.
Oh yeah.
If you were paper, you'd literally
yeah.
like cut the
Cut 'em
person's
up.
the
Yeah.
person's hands, and if you were rock, you'd like
You'd punch them in the nose.
Well, sometimes it is funny because sometimes you still, as like an older person, you still like sort of get that like it's more subtle though.
the punch
like,
in the nose, yeah.
like you'll do the like
They pull it
scissors,
a bit
paper,
more.
rock, and someone does paper, someone does rock, and they just kind of like, just like quietly like, all right, that covers it. Like everyone knows.
Do they?
This is
You
how.
hang out with weird people.
This is how I've beaten him. This is the cover.
I
the
never,
cover
I
play.
never play. Hey, I wonder what I should do. Maybe. Do you know what you should do? After every game of faces is rock, just king hit him. It's the ultimate win.
why rock
If you lose and you king hit him, you win.
Yeah.
If you win and you king hit him, you also win.
Oh,
It's always a surprise.
it's always a
Paper, scissors. Oh!
Yeah, because they're too busy. Their defensive hand.
immediately looking down. They're looking at their fist. They're not seeing.
You should play with your
yeah.
left so you can hit it with your
Their-
right.
Their
Oh my
hand
God.
is down here pretending to be a stationary item.
And now
And you
they're on
can
the
just take
floor.
him out.
Come on.
That might be the way to go. It's a good tactic.
Don't play paper scissors rock against me, man.
And
Paper,
you,
scissors, rock.
you guys going best of 3?
best of 3.
Yeah,
if
nah.
I lose the first, we're going best of 3.
Also, yeah, then you do it in primary school and you do it, and then like someone loses, like, oh, best of 3, best of 3. You do it again, they lose. Oh yeah, first of 3, first of 3.
Yeah.
Never ends. The games never end. What was the 21? Anyone used to play 21?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good with like a group of people. It was like matchsticks or something, wasn't it?
You always put your hands out.
It would be like to decide. It's
Who's
like
it?
So yeah, you have 5 people. You're playing Chasey.
Yep.
Who's it? And you all put in a number of fingers.
That's right.
The smartest strategy is obviously to always go
one. Yeah.
yeah. You have the least amount of hands.
Unless you know where.
Unless you're second.
True.
Or third.
Unless you know where the count is starting from.
What you call him?
If you know where the count is starting from, then you can kind of be like, oh, if I go 10,
Yeah, if you're first,
there's
come
no
off
way
the-
it's coming back to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're first
okay.
or second, go 10 because mathematically you can't. Yeah.
Joe used to always go 10 because he never had more than 2 other friends with him. So we'd always just know he was safe.
That's right
He was
out
gonna-
it up. Yeah.
He's going to come back.
Yeah,
Do you know the best
true.
way to win 21 is? King hit him. It's a rare occurrence that I go out to the nightclubs with my fellow brethren sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was meant to come. Saturday night, for those playing along home, was a good friend of the show. We've made mention to
Yeah,
him
Liam
before.
Rafferty.
He's never been on the show, but he's a huge fan.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
Number 1 fan.
Hey, happy birthday, Liam.
Happy birthday, Liam. It was his 21st birthday.
Yeah.
I unfortunately couldn't make it. I had prior commitments.
Yes.
But I should have come. And
it was a good night. A lot of folks out at the Fed, which is where we were.
Usually when you go to one party instead of another party, you don't have FOMO because you're still...
At a party.
I had FOMO, and it didn't take long for me to work out that the FOMO was kicking in quite early.
Well,
I had 2 parties. One of them was at Arbor, right? And then one was at the Fed. So it was
same.
like...
Oh, wait, I only had the one. Didn't
Yeah,
go.
well, I had 2. And then, yeah, I was a little bit like, we'd love to go to both of these.
Yep. But they're
we-
close enough that you can just like run down the street.
Easily could have.
Yeah,
You're making
no,
it
but
sound like it was such a difficult thing.
But then it turns out that the party at the Arbor, they just came to the Fed. So they were at the downstairs.
Oh.
And then I was at the upstairs. So I was just popping out like I was a...
Who was the downstairs? Who was...
Popular.
Paz. Oh,
the same guy whose birthday party was from the first ever story on the podcast. The Kraken birthday party.
And he dropped off the Fantastic
yeah,
Four
and he dropped
comic
off the Fantastic
that
Four
epic
comic.
He's had a few features.
Yeah, yeah,
popping
yeah.
around, yeah. I think
Good man.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if I saw him on Saturday, but it was his party.
The coolest part about that, Joey, is that, I mean, I assumed due to numbers, I also wasn't invited to Liam Rafferty's. But,
Because I saw Michael Craggs. You took a photo of Michael Craggs.
yeah, I was downstairs at Fed with my boys, and I found out that Joey was upstairs, and there was also another party from a friend of the show's sister downstairs. And then I heard that Joey was upstairs.
Also, Cody's sister was there.
Cody Ritchie's
Cody
sister.
Ritchie.
It's just
and I was with Ricky.
Yeah, I saw Ricky, Craggs, and almost Cody Ritchie.
We basically had all
We
the
had a
guests
reunion.
that have ever been on the podcast all in the same building except for me because
It was
I
elite.
was elsewhere.
Great place to be.
Yeah, we had a blast.
First time I was at Fed, and I knew everyone there. And I heard that Joey...
Where everybody knows
I
your
heard,
name.
exactly. I heard Joe was upstairs at Fed at Rafferty's 21st, and I was like, I kind of know Liam Rafferty. Let me head up to this 21st. And I went up with the boys, just said g'day to Joe and stuff, and then we head back
He was
down.
absolutely smashing the mimosas.
And then no, this was earlier on. Then we went to Benny's, then we came back to Fed later on, and yeah, mate, I get around. And then I went back up. I just went up by myself this time, just to get up, see what Joey was doing upstairs. And then I saw Rafferty, he was standing there, and he was like, "Bro, what's going on?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Come, open bar, come get drinks." And I was just chilling at Rafferty's 21st for a while. So we all could have been at the same party, Jack. But you didn't.
Yeah,
I guess
fuck.
you-
Stars could have
I
aligned.
should have gone.
Mimosas also very.
Maybe we'll
very
do it this
good.
weekend. Rafferty, redo.
Yeah.
You party.
Run it back, Raff.
Rafferty's 20 seconds going to be a movie. Speech
Yeah.
speech from the MacPack. But yeah, me and Joe went to Metro's after. Great times at Meddy's with the boy. And then we Ubered home. And we ordered an Uber. They kept cancelling on us. But then there was one lucky man. who
A
decided-
shining light.
A knight in shining.
Suzuki.
Hyundai, yeah, Hyundai i30. Anyway, so then we approached his car, and I looked through the window at him, and I recognized him, and I was like, "Oh, wait, I swear I know this Uber driver." And I was like, "Maybe I've had him before." You know.
Another guest from the MacPack.
Yeah.
Luke Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
That's his side hustle. So I recognized this Uber driver, and I was like, "That's my freaking boy," but I don't know who it was. I didn't know who it was, but I kind of recognized him. So then I got in the car. and
Is there anything worse than recognizing someone but you can't place where you know them from?
Yeah.
There is.
Probably a
What
few
is it?
things worse.
Oh wait, no, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Facts, my bro. Should I tell the Nick's Place story related to that?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, freaking fuck it, man. I was at Nick's
go on a
Place.
tangent.
Nick's Place Coburn on the
Okay.
weekend.
We'll come back to the Uber bit.
Yeah, just you wait. This is that gives the illusion of me and Joe waiting on the sidewalk
Yeah,
for the Uber.
Well, they kept cancelling.
Yeah, so I went to Nick's Place Coburn, not Fremantle.
Which isn't the flagship store.
No, it's the beta store. But Nick himself was there.
Oh.
I don't know if his name's Nick, but the owner was there. I recognized him, and he was wearing AirPods. So I was like, "This guy is the boss." And he served me and Olivia as we ordered a.
Did he take his
kebab
AirPods
and
out to serve you?
HSP. No, mate. He was.
He kept him in.
He was thumping
Did he
the
do
new
the
Drake beats.
Yeah, honestly, mate, never mind.
And then I ordered my stuff, tapped my card, and it didn't go through. And he was having troubles with the FBOS machine, and he never really looked at me. He was like looking
Yeah,
at
the
till.
Bluetooth transmitter was all out of whack. You had too much going on.
And he
between
never
ears.
really looked at me because he was just like tapping the till. And
Why would he? Can't he? Why would he look at you?
It declined, and he just gets a really loud beep.
And then yeah, so he never really looked at me. And then eventually, after we stood there for 2 minutes while I was trying to fix the FBOS machine, I said, "Are you the boss of both this store?"
Sounds like you're taking the piss.
Are you
He
the-
can't work the AirPods machine. Like, mate,
Are you the boss?
do you own this place?
Yeah, so I was like, "Are you the boss of this Coburn store and the Alpha Fremantle store?" And he said, "Yeah, but I reside here." And I was
Probably
like,
way
and I was
chiller.
like, "Cool." And then he looked up at me and said, "Do I recognize you?" And I think he recognized me from the MacPack because we have ties with the Nick's
We
Place.
do.
We do have ties there.
They
And
like
they've been
all of our parts.
and they've been resharing a lot of
Yeah.
our stuff. Or the big TikTok thing that we did with them last year,
Yeah.
where we
Yeah.
basically said, "Oh, the
The great-
greatest
the
super
great
lucky
kebab
joint
shop.
in
We're
Perth."
very strong on Nick's Place number 1,
We
Alibaba
love
number
Nick.
2.
We love Nick's place.
Anyway, so that kind of happened. Yeah. So that was
And
like
you didn't tell him.
no, I didn't want to be pompous. So I I was just like, I don't know. So I just got a familiar face. And then flashback to the night before. We were in Freo and we were approaching this Uber and I was like, I swear I know that guy. But I didn't really know where from. So I just thought, maybe I've had him before. Anyway, so I got in the car, started driving, dropped Joe off at his girlfriend's house, and then it was just me lonesome on my lonesome with Mr. Uber driver.
Yeah, which I was kind of annoyed about because I had like driven to Kira's. I had like was waiting there and I was like, oh cool, because she was unwell and I was like, cool, I can just Uber to the party, Uber back. She lives like near Freo, so it's only like $10, and I'm having to pay Riley's full
Nice.
Uber back home.
Well
Exactly.
played.
I don't think I'll be recouping anytime soon.
Well
You
played.
never know.
We know.
And then and then it was just me and the Uber driver, and I've got some classic questions to ask him. So I said, "Is this your last drive for the night?" It's a classic. And instead of saying busy night, I like to go a bit different and say, "Is this the last one for the night? But getting pretty late." And he's like, I'll see if I get another drive when we get back to your place. But if not, I'm coming in for cuddles." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I was like, "When do you start?" And he's like, "I start at like 5 p.m." And I was like, "Oh, damn, that's like a full 8-hour shift. Is this your full-time job?" And he was like, "No, I also work at a steak and grill." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you do that cuisine. I like that cuisine."
Steak and grill.
And
Such a shitty response. Surely the moment that sentence comes out of your mouth, you're like, whoops.
Yeah.
no.
I'm a fan of grilled food.
Well, it's like the South African cuisine, I guess.
Okay, yeah, we get it.
Not to appropriate, but and then what? Fuck. And then and then he and then we were just talking about the cuisines, and I was like, "Oh, do you have much experience?" He said, "Oh," he's like, "Mate, I love ribs." And I was like, "Oh, I don't, but I was like, "Oh, cool." Like,
That's weird because earlier you said you love the cuisine.
I was like, "Oh, cool." Like, do you cook them? Are you like the cook? He was like, "Yeah, I'm head chef and owner." And I was like, bloody oath, mate, the jack of all trades, but clearly master of none. And
You can get out now.
and then we were just talking. I was like, do you have much experience in cooking? And he was like,
He's the head chef. He's the head chef. I'm just winging it, brother. Winging it.
Mainly just steak and, grilling.
and he was like, yeah, I've been a head chef at a few restaurants before, a few steak and grills. Drop some names, but one stood out to me, boys, and it was Spur.
Spur.
Holy
Apache.
shit.
This is a take me back to episode like
2.
7.
No, I think it's 2.
There's feet on the grill and... No, wait, no.
Feet on the grill and shit that makes you feel ill.
Yeah.
I think that's ep 2.
It was early days.
That might be our first
Yeah.
rhyme.
And it was when I told the story about how I used to work at Spur, and we worked at the same location. And we probably dropped the anyway. But they've since went out of business. And then I was just like, holy shit! Like I worked there as well in 2018. Did you work there then? He was like, yeah, man. And I was like, cool. And then I told him the story that I told on the podcast. I said there was one time, it was probably you or your mates cooking, that they stood on the grill just in their big steel cap boots or whatever, and they just stood on the grill in their dirty shoes and cleaned the roof. And we waxed about this on the podcast, and then he was like, yeah, man. And he's
Very
like,
matter of
I
fact.
usually put cardboard down. And then he said one time that he had to clean it in the middle of the day because the boss was being a meanie, and he told him to clean it earlier. And so he put it on the grill after he turned it off. And he said he usually waits a while, but because the boss was being meanie, he had to do it like right away. And the thing caught on fire, and they shut down for a few weeks because the whole fucking restaurant burned down. Funny man.
All right, 5 stars for the king.
5 stars.
What are the chances? The people we go, places we
places
go,
we go,
the people we see.
Facts. Joe, do you know what's crazy though? I asked him because I knew that there was 2 Spur stores. There's only a few, right?
Mandurah.
I knew there was one in Mandurah and one in Willerton. And I said, are they both shut down? And he was like, yeah, but there's one in Wanneroo. And I checked the menu. They still have my favorite burger of all time, the spicy
Mac.
So I'm going to go down there and try it again. It's going to be my mouth was watering when I was looking at it yesterday. I was looking up photos.
Are you sure he said Wanneroo? Or was it as he dropped you off, he just went, so Wanneroo?
Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another Everyday Hero.
Indeed we are. Joe's kicking it off by the looks of things.
Yep, Jake, we got a write-in from a fan, which is what we always love. We love a write-in, we love a voice memo. Send in your heroes because, heroic stuff happens to everyone, not just the 3 of us. We don't... Just because we have a podcast doesn't mean everyone's being heroic to us. It doesn't mean we have some aura that brings heroes towards us. Heroes can happen to anyone. And if it happens to you... Send it in to the MacPack Podcast. That's right. That's at the MacPack Podcast on Instagram.
Fucking hell, Joey.
Joe's really going ham. I appreciate that, Joe. Indeed. Me and Appley this week. One of our favourite listeners.
Yep.
Yes, one of our favorite. We're hosting our anniversary party at
At her crib.
at a shed.
Yet
Yes.
to be confirmed by her, but
Yep.
confirmed by
Reply
the
to our
3 of us.
emails.
Yeah, me
we
is
need to sort out catering.
Me is a big fan. She purchased a shirt first run. Mia's had a few mentions now.
Yeah, everyone knows.
She's basically
Everyone knows Mia.
She's basically a staple of the show.
She is part of the show.
And this week she has decided that she has a hero.
Oh, bravo.
Mate, she's even bringing a segment now.
And
She may as well
wa-
get a freaking
yeah,
chair.
Pull up a pew, Mia. All right, here we go. On Friday night, a couple of mates and I decided to go to Freo. Benny's, of course.
Oh,
Cool.
She missed you by 24 hours.
Son of a gun.
I decided to be... Imagine if she was also at the fair.
Oh,
Oh, mate.
the Fed couldn't handle that
Cry
many
me
superstars.
a river.
I decided to be the Deso driver for the night,
Lame. But also, hero in itself. A little flex.
considering I had to work at 5 a.m. the next morning.
Jesus.
Lame again.
Where could she be working?
I think we know.
Bakery?
Do
Don't
we?
know?
Don't know.
Domino?
I'll tell you after.
Domino. When arriving at Freo, around about 7:30 p.m.
That's fucking early. Benny's would have been serving.
They were
Dinner's
getting dinner, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was serving palmies, not.
She tried to find a car park and saw an old couple about to leave. And she put her blinker on to take their car spot. The old man who was walking towards them at the time, which was a little bit odd,
Cock out.
Got all the way up to the window, right?
Oh no! Punched.
Kick it.
Paper scissors rock me, bitch.
And she rolled down her window. And then
I'd
he
be locking the door if that was me.
He rolled down the window and punched him.
And so she rolled down her window, and the dude, the old man, gave her his parking ticket that was valid until midnight that night.
Lovely.
Let's freaking go.
That old man was an absolute legend and saved me so much money. He deserves to be recognised. So, on episode 91 of the MacPack podcast, we're going to award this week's Everyday Hero to me and Napoli's old man friend.
Parking daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of many.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, boy.
Daddy chill. Daddy chill.
Chill indeed.
And just back that thing up.
What?
No, not like that. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Gee whiz. Gee.
That's not what I meant.
don't
That's
know
not what I
you're
meant.
into.
I mean the car, obviously. Sure. Anyway, if you'd like to send in an everyday hero,
You get waxed about it.
yeah, you'll hear about it.
Yeah.
Make sure you do so because you can be involved with the MacPack podcast just like me was.
There's a free parking place as well in Freo. Me and my mates park every time.
Oh, like a couple streets down.
Don't mention it because you will never park there again. if you
Me and
don't.
Napoli's gonna steal it.
Yeah. An old man front of me parking there every Friday night.
Oh, but yeah, if you do have an everyday hero,
I think it's free. We haven't paid.
You never really see the parking inspectors in Freo.
What? They're too quick, man. You just see the tickets.
Paper everywhere.
19 tickets on your fucking. One cool trick I saw some dude do the other day.
And that's all we've got time for.
The other day in Freo, right?
Oh no.
He obviously gets tickets all the time. He literally
Gets like parking, like fines.
yeah.
Oi.
He just had like I would guesstimate about 45 to 50, just like laced throughout the whole of his car, like the front
his
side.
dashboard?
Yeah, just like lined them all
Like
up
in
so
front
they
of the
cover-
dashboard,
Oh,
in
wait.
the car.
No, in the car.
On the dashboard in the car.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So like, the inspector's got to find the one. from
Yeah,
today.
literally. Yeah, so he's got like the lace the
Oh,
whole way
that's
across.
so
That's good.
And he's like, well, fuck it, I got a ticket. Like,
That's so smart.
because who's going to look?
Who's gonna read all 40 of them? Yeah.
And I just thought that is a real IQ play.
That's freaking genius.
That-
And it was
good.
the old man that was this
Yeah.
week's everyday hero. No, not quite. But thank you so much to Mia for sending that one in. We really do appreciate it. And if you yourself have an everyday hero, make sure you send it in. But this week's everyday hero is going to Mia Napoli's old man. All right, boys, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast. Didn't actually think we were going to get to the end of this one. What about you?
Why is that, Jakey boy?
Joe's had a few interviews.
A few
throughout-
toilet breaks.
Couple
intervals-
breaks.
a few
Yeah,
intervals
what can I
tonight.
say?
I noticed yesterday after we went out, we went to go
You came to my place.
suss some details about the new studio at Jake's house, right? Which is coming along.
Fucking snail phase, man. I might build another house before we move into this place.
Anyway,
All we need is a tape. Like, it's not. We don't need much.
It's
We
got to
just
be the
need-
right tape.
yeah, we got to get the right shit going, all right?
Speaking of which,
Do it once, do it right. Anyway, yeah, so before we left, just as we were about to leave, Joe was like, give me a sec, right? I need to go do poo-poo. I need to go do poo-poo. And I was like, oh, maybe it's a vodka poo from the night before. We've all been there. Don't lie to me.
We've all been there.
We've all friggin' been there every weekend, all right? And then we got to Jake's and we talked for a few minutes. And then Joe was like,
second.
if you would excuse me from this business meeting, may I use your bathroom? Or one of many bathrooms. Jake
Yeah,
has
it's one of
3.
three.
Must be very, very nice.
Yeah, it is.
And
That'll be
You're
one
gonna
of
need
the
it after
studios.
I was done there.
At least there's a seat.
And Joe went and did another bit and in Jake's master bedroom toilet, power move, if you will, and you will. And then we came home after the meeting, which only lasted probably 20, 30 minutes. That's
The
probably
fact
why
that
we're
you-
travelling at Starfleet.
The fact that you couldn't like keep it in you for that long was true.
And then we got home, and I was like, all right, I need to do my vodka shit now. It's my bowel movement time. And Joe went again. And
Oh.
stole my place in the toilet. But we also have 3 toilets. Must be very
Very
nice.
nice.
Living in
We're
this
all
big kind of
doing
village.
well.
And then
That's 6 toilets between us.
And
We can all shit and have a guest shitting. Yeah. Fucking earth. What a time to be alive. You never realise how nice you have it until you realise that the only reason you can't shit is because you have 2 more guests shitting in your house.
We've got 3 in the house.
Yeah, no, but if we were to travel to yours as well.
You're not coming over just to shit.
Well, sometimes
I did
driving to your
I
house.
did on Sunday.
Driving to your house.
Could
and-
be quicker
and-
than waiting.
Yeah, waiting for Joe to finish his fucking
you're-
India turd. Why have you been shitting so much, Joe?
Yeah, I was fine while I was over there, but I don't know, since I've been back, I've been struggling, not gonna lie.
So if Kleenex want to sponsor the show, there's a
Oh.
there's a demand for it.
Hell yeah.
How you feeling though, Joe? You got alright?
You doing another one after this?
Yes.
Booked in for 2.
That'll probably do it, I reckon. You're now at the point where you got to use the wet wipes, just so it's a bit cooling.
Does your ass ever bleed from the friction? Mine has.
Before the we did a funny little video of Riley's tush. Glad it wasn't Joe's, otherwise we'd still be cleaning up the mess. Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure until we perch up this time next week. Remember to stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to
Go give your mama a hug.
it's ciao for now, but not forever.